Hello everybody! Welcome back to my YouTube channel and another card making video. As I'm sure you all are that are out there making cards this holiday season, I never seem to make enough. No matter how hard I try, it seems like the number keeps increasing. So I am going to capture one of the cards that I made here, and this is a double spinner card. So I'm starting off by marking where I want to put the holes, and I'm going to put the holes, these circles, in between, or excuse me, through the top layer and the card base. Of course, that's how we do our spinner cards. And I've chosen this sparkly overlay paper here. It's beautiful. It's very glittery, very winter wonderlandish. And so right here I'm kind of measuring my fishing wire. I like to use fishing wire in hindsight because these spinner snowflakes are so intricate. I would recommend using thread. I feel like it gives a little bit more than the fishing wire, but fishing wire is perfect for a solid image. So I am using that for these two spinners. Now these little snowflakes here are super intricate. I only have a little space to work with, so it's very difficult. I used a little bit of score tape right in the center there to kind of hold it for me and stick it down, and then I used liquid glue on the other pieces. Sticky tape is probably the best, but with the liquid glue, as you'll see me putting these two together a little bit, it gave me a little bit of wiggle room so that I was able to kind of work it to match up exactly. Because again, this is intricate. It's got, you know, how many is that? 5 edges there. So it's much different than, say, a solid Santa or whatever. So that's what I had to work with, and I tried to make that go as smoothly as possible. This part was the longest part in the whole card. The whole card itself took maybe about 30 minutes, but this took the bulk of it because it was so hard to get those perfectly lined up. And because you're going to see it as the focal point, you want to make sure that it's as aligned as possible. And so I took my time in trying to do that. And you can see me kind of pinching it there and getting it worked out. I then put some very thin score tape where I wanted the spinners to hold, and this stuff is great. This is, I'll link it below, but it's super sticky, and I use that for these pieces to hold it, and then I also use the big thicker tape to hold the rest of the card down. So as you can, I don't know if you can kind of tell here, the fishing line is not giving. So what that means is it was wanting to pull the snowflake into a certain direction, and that was making it a little bit difficult for me because of course I wanted it to lay perfectly centered. So I just played with it a little bit, and I kind of let the fishing wire go where it wanted to because it was already bent and curled up. So it worked out in the end. But again, I would recommend probably thread or baker's twine, something like that, something that you can kind of finagle a little bit. And here I'm using the thicker score tape, and this stuff is very sticky. Once you put it down, you better hope and pray that you put it down in the right spot, because if you didn't and it's off, it's going to be off. And you're just going to have to accept that and move on with your life. But I took my time. This is in real time right here. I'm showing you how long it took me to finally commit to laying that down on the card. I did not want to commit. I was scared. But I got it, and then I just press it into place. So that is pretty much finishes up this card. It was very simple. I added a little bit of an inlay, since you're going to see that. I added the pattern paper to the inside of the card, which I don't normally do, but I figured it gave it a little bit more oomph with the snowflakes on the pattern paper. So I added that. And the last little touch that I did for this card was I heat embossed in silver my sentiment, and then I cut it out with a very cute little tag that I had, and it fit perfect. And so I just added that right to the front. And that's it. This card is finished. It was very easy. Please provide input, feedback, or if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of the video. If you like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel because I have a lot more coming your way. Especially with the holidays, we have about 10 more days of Christmas or so, and so I'm going to be making quite a few more cards. So thanks for joining me, and have a great day.